Welcome to the Vlogz Automotive Podcast, episode 34. On today's podcast, I talk about Ford Motor Company's board declares dividend for second quarter of 2023, the 2023 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid first drive review. Also, 2023 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid is more than an appliance. Nissan Ariya outsold Leaf for the first time in Q1 2023. And 2023 Forbes World's Billionaire list includes auto industry giants, and Ford gives Lightning electric pickup owners a new tool to automatically hitch a trailer. If this is your first time here, thanks for clicking on that play button. I'm Mario Gear, and I've been involved in the automotive industry for well over 15 years, and I'm sharing my enthusiasm with you all things automotive topics. Let's begin. Ford Motor Company Board of Directors Board declares dividends for second quarter of 2023. Now I'm kind of feeling bad that I sold my stocks, Ford stocks. But oh well. The board of directors of Ford Motor Company today declared a second quarter regular dividend of 15 cents per share on the company's outstanding common and Class B stock. The dividend is payable on June 1st to shareholders of record at the close of business on April 26th. And that's about it. So, yep, they're going to be paying dividends. Great. Yeah, that was figured that maybe there's some of you out there that own the Ford stocks and might want to hear about it. So, yeah, there's hope still for you if you own the Ford stocks to get some small rewards. So, let's move on. Our second story for the day. 2023 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid first drive review. More frugal than fun. By getting 42 miles per gallon, the small Toyota SUV now has something that sticks out in the crowd. Let's read. The growing segment of small SUVs we dubbed micro compact covers all sorts of niches, including outdoor adventuring, sporty driving, family friendly, and more. With one imperfect exception, which we'll get to later, there has yet to be a proper hybrid powered entry. Well, that changes with the 2023 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid. As the nameplate implies, it is based on a rather unremarkable 2023 Corolla Cross that doesn't satisfy any niche beyond attempting to woo people who had positive associations with a Toyota Corolla. It could benefit from having its own thing, and cruising its competitors' fuel economy does just that. EPA estimates for fuel economy is 45 mpg city and 38 mpg highway and 42 mpg combined. That's up from the regular all-wheel drive Cross estimate of 30 mpgs combined, which was already tied with the 2-liter Subaru Crosstrek for class leading. Most competitors are admittedly only 1 or 2 mpgs behind. According to EPA fuel cost estimates, you could save about $500 every year by opting for the Cross Hybrid. You'll also be getting a significant performance advantage at these compared to the regular Cross. The Cross Hybrid comes with Toyota's 5th generation hybrid powertrain, also found in the impressive 2023 Toyota Prius. Specifically, the all-wheel drive version that adds a third motor to power the rear axles. Like the all-wheel drive Prius, total system output is 196 horsepower, which is up from 169 in the gas-only Cross. That's the difference between the Corolla Cross being one of the slower vehicles in the segment, and the Cross Hybrid being one of the quicker ones. Tongue twister there. Of course, quicker is not the same as genuinely quick. If you want that, a turbocharged Kia Seltos or a Mazda CX-30 is way to go, but it certainly gets up to speed with greater urgency than a Honda HR-V or a 2-liter Crosstrek. And acceleration is sufficient for the segment. It also benefits from that improved 5th generation hybrid system, extra electric motor application, off the line, and smooth gas engine engagement. Unfortunately, the engine's engagement might be smoother than past Toyota hybrids, but the omnipresent drone, whenever you get back on the throttle, is still there, and it gets old quickly. Interestingly, the new Prius does not do this, or rather, the sound seems buried deep within the engine bay. It was one of the reasons the new Prius impressed so much. We suspect Corolla Cross simply had less sound deadening, but Prius chief engineer Satoki Oya said the noise difference is really the result of the otherwise equal Prius engine having extra balancing shaft that reduces noise and vibration. The Corolla Cross actually has more sound deadening to remove some particular unpleasant frequencies, but it's quite obvious not enough to fully compensate. The Corolla Cross Hybrid is extensively available in what traditionally have been considered a sporty Toyota trim levels, SE and XSE, as well as a new S-base trim level pictured above, which is there. They aren't available in regular Cross. A Sport Tune suspension is the only mechanical upgrade that comes with these trims besides the performance upgrade. I admittedly have not driven a standard Corolla Cross, so I cannot comment on the difference. But a Sport Tune is a relative term. The hybrid doesn't wallow about, but nothing about the experience says sporty. The inherent response from the steering certainly doesn't help, though at least putting the car in sport mode adds a doublet of extra weighting. That's not something you find in a regular Corolla Cross. Most buyers will not care about these critiques of its lukewarm dynamics and will happily take the huge fuel economy figure and perfectly competent control response. This is simply easy to drive commuter car. It doesn't even have a weirdo gear selector like a Prius or most other Toyota hybrids. The Toyota or the S, SE, and XSE trims do provide the usual visual upgrades on top of hybrid specific enhancements. Chief among those is the new face, the differences in which you can see below with the regular Cross on the right and in green. Basically, trapezoid grille has drifted south to the bottom of the fascia and is adorned by a glossy black trim while a protrusion juts out from between the headlights like a button nose. The Toyota badge rests within its currently finished in black to match the SC's all black badging rather than the typical blue badge found on other Toyota hybrids. The Cross Hybrid looks more relative to the RAV4, especially with the black contrast roof available as a $500 standalone option on the SC and XSE. And we could go on and on and on and on about the review of this, but you get the gist. Links to this article will be in the show notes so you can read it for yourself. Yeah, let's move on to the other review on the Toyota Corolla Hybrid, Cross Hybrid. Yeah, let's move on. Here is another article written by Jalopnik. Let's see. The 2023 Corolla Cross Hybrid is more than an appliance. It's not sporty enough, but the hybrid version of the Toyota CUV-eyed Corolla has unexpectedly fun and energetic personality. The Toyota Corolla has been the commuter car for the better part of 5 decades. With the addition of the Corolla Cross Small CUV back in 2022, the nameplate continues to reign supreme in the I don't care about cars, but I need one segment of the market. For the most part, the Corolla has been a fairly dull piece of machinery that works extraordinarily well and sells even better, but leaves us enthusiastically feeling pretty old, or cold, I should say. That's changed with the introduction of the Corolla Cross Hybrid. It's still not a tail on fire barn burner, but a little crossover now feels peppy and edgier and has enough power to actually have fun. The Corolla Cross Hybrid managed to do all that while retaining class-leading fuel economy, seating for adults, and not costing an arm and a leg to own or operate. Underneath the hood of the Corolla Cross Hybrid, you get an idea of what it's underneath there. In my opinion, it basically looks like the same thing as a Prius engine bay. But yep, let's keep going here. The big news here is the Corolla Cross new hybrid system, which makes this the 14th electrified vehicle in Toyota's lineup. It's the same basic drivetrain and TNGA-C platform you will find in the Toyota Prius and the Corolla Hybrid, but adding the hybrid element to the Corolla Cross completely changes its character. Like the Prius, the Corolla Cross Hybrid comes in a 2-liter inline 4 that makes 150 horsepower on its own. Here, that engine is paired with 3 electric motors, one adding torque to drive the front wheels, one working on its own to drive the rear wheels, and one working as a starter generator on the internal combustion engine. The ICE motor sends power to the wheels through a CVT that will let you switch fake gears via paddle shifters if you're a weirdo who likes doing that sort of thing. The whole package has a system output of 196 horsepower, 139 foot-pounds of torque. If you're keeping track, that's 27 horsepower bump over the non-hybrid Corolla Cross, a 16% power increase. Power is only a small part of the story, though. If you're buying a Corolla Cross Hybrid, one thing is certainly at the top of your list: gas mileage. I'm happy to report that it's excellent in this 3,400 pound crossover. Toyota claims the hybrid will get 45 miles per gallon, 38 highway, 42 combined on 87 octane gas, which will make it the best in its segment. During my testing, I could quite reach that figure. That being said, I was driving like the big dumb idiot I am and still managing to get 35 miles per gallon. Interior and the looks and features. For the most part, the interior of the Corolla Cross Hybrid is nearly identical to that of the regular Corolla Cross. At the end of the day, the Corolla Cross starts out as a $23,000 vehicle. If you go in expecting some sort of bespoke luxury experience, that isn't what you're going to get. However, if you value utility and straightforward controls, the Corolla Cross Hybrid will deliver. It's a fairly conventional interior. Everything is where you expect it to be. No buttons is out of place. The 8-inch infotainment screen is very easy to understand and respond quickly to your inputs. Higher trims include a fairly clear screen for the instrument panel. Simply, the Corolla Cross has an interior that works. It does what you ask of it and very little else. The interior is roomy enough for this type of small vehicle. Front seat occupants won't have any trouble fitting, but if you are a bit bigger and need to push the seat back, rear leg room does take a pretty big hit. That being said, at 6'1", I still fit sort of comfortable behind myself. If you get 3 people in the back of the Corolla Cross Hybrid, but if you put someone in the middle seat, it better be someone you don't really like. Trunk space is fairly respectable at 21.5 cubic feet with the rear seat up. There are 3 trim levels available on the 2023 Corolla Cross Hybrid: S, SE, and XSE. The base S grade gets the 8-inch touchscreen with over-the-air updates, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 suite, including pre-collision warning, lane departure alerts, and assist and radar cruise control. Set up to the mid-range SE, and you'll add paddle shifters, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert. The Big Daddy XSE adds heated front seats, a power driver seat, plus Toyota's Sofix synthetic leatherette. SE and XSE can be optioned out with the power sunroof, dual zone climate control, a power liftgate, and JBL sound system. The Corolla Cross Hybrid's exterior. The exterior of the Corolla Cross Hybrid perfectly matches the interior. Not only remarkable, but all around works. I wouldn't say the Corolla Cross has particularly pretty, but it isn't offensive by any means. It looks almost exactly like the internal combustion brother, save for a few minor changes. Toyota reworked the grille to make the hybrid stand out a bit more. Other than that, the only other difference is the smoked badges. Yeah, there you have it. If you wanted a review of the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid, frankly, I may actually want to go to the dealership and check one out in person to do a walk around. Yeah, comment down below if you want to see a video of me doing a walk around on the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid. And if I get enough comments for that, I'll go out and make a video on it and give you my thoughts. Let's move on to the next story. Nissan Ariya outsold Leaf for the first time in Q1 2023. Nissan sale volumes exceeded 5,000 units in a quarter for the first time in a few years. Nissan reports its sales in the United States during the first quarter of 2023 amounted to 220,061 vehicles, which is 15.9% more than a year ago. As in the case of many other brands, the volume was still lower than 2 years ago at 266,482. In the case of the all-electric car sales, Nissan sold 5,214 BEV, up 19% year over year, which is the highest result since Q2 2015. That's a good sign and the direct consequence of volume deliveries of the all-new Nissan Ariya model. Nissan Ariya noted 2,860 sales after the first 201 units in Q4 2022, while the Nissan Leaf noted additional 2,354. Unfortunately for the Leaf, its sales decreased year over year by 46%. That's a surprise because the locally produced Leaf is eligible for the full $7,500 federal tax credit, and we expected rather better results. And here we have some scale prices here, or graphs. It would be very interesting to whether Nissan will be able to finally noticeably increase its all-electric car sales in the U.S. The Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 requirements for the federal tax credit for sure complicated the situation for the Japanese manufacturer. The Ariya is imported from Japan, which means that it will have to compete without the incentives. That significantly limits the competitiveness. In other words, Nissan might stick at 5,000 plus units per quarter for quite some time until it will start producing new BEV models locally in the U.S. So, yeah, there you go. Some reasons to for these manufacturers to come to the U.S. and start producing their products here in the U.S. Yeah, let's move on to the next story. Oh boy. 2023 Forbes World's Billionaire list includes auto industry giants. The 2023 Forbes World Billionaire list features 6 U.S. auto retailers, including Roger Penske, Norman Bauman, and Herb Chambers. I think they've also forgot Elon Musk, but even though he's pictured, but whatever. Okay, let's read here. 73 of the world's 2,640 billionaires are in the automotive industry, according to this year's Forbes ranking of the richest people on earth. The wealthiest of those 73 remains Tesla CEO Elon Musk, though his $44 billion purchase of Twitter helped reduce his net worth to $180 billion. That dropped him to second place overall behind French luxury goods magnate Bernard Arnault. Meanwhile, BMW heirs Susan Clotton, number 51, and Stefan Quadant, number 59, increased their fortunes to a combination of $52 billion. Geely Automotive Chairman Lee Sufin, whose net worth of $19 billion puts him 84th, is among 18 automotive billionaires in China, compared with the 13 in the U.S. Shahid Khan, who owns supplier Flexengate, is the next highest in the U.S. after Musk, at the number 144 with $12.1 billion. So yeah, here is the automotive list. Obviously up for, I think, automotive related products. So Elon Musk is number 2. And you go on and on and on and on and on and on and on the list. The list includes 6 U.S. billionaires involved in the auto retail, along with 4 dealers in Asia and 1 in Switzerland. Gulf States Toyota owner Dan Friedkin tied with Enzo Ferrari's son Pedro in the 466th place with $5.5 billion. Interesting. Gail Miller, who sold Larry H. Miller dealerships to Asbury Automotive 2 years ago, ranks 699th with $4 billion, while Roger Penske of Penske Automotive ranks 905th with $3.2 billion, tied for 982nd with $3 billion, with Norman Barman of Barman Motor Cars and Carvana co-founder Ernie Garcia II. New England dealer Herb Chambers is number 1,217 with $2.5 billion. So yeah. Friedrich Miller, Penske, Barman, and Chambers each had their highest net worth since at least 2018, with Garcia's valuation has plunged to 81% in 2 years. Cotton and Miller are among 7 automotive women on the list. Yeah, links to this article will be in the show notes. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. I would definitely check that out. And let's go on to our last story. Ford gives Lightning electric pickup owners a new tool to automatically hitch a trailer. Let's take a look. Ford introduced a new artificial intelligence-based technology called Ford Pro Trailer Hitch Assist that can automatically back up and align the F-150 Lightning pickup's ball hitch to a trailer with a push of a button. With over 100 years of experience in making trucks, Ford knows a thing or two about what owners are looking for to get out of it. Using the expertise it has built over the years, the American automaker introduced its first fully electric pickup, the F-150 Lightning, in 2021, or what Ford calls the smartest, most innovative F-150 yet. With impressive power and features, the Lightning EV pickup has quickly become a favorite among buyers and automotive journalists alike. Since the first Lightning customers received their trucks last May, we have learned a lot about what it can do, as owners have used it to provide mobile power after several hurricanes and floods last year. In fact, according to recent gatherings, consumer data anonymously to ensure confidentiality, Lightning owners use the bed of their pickups more often for activities like camping, hauling, and home projects. Ford released a new tool this week to make towing with the Lightning a breeze with a new AI-based technology. Ford releases the new trailer hitch assist for the Lightning. We've all been there, backing up and lining up to the hitch of a trailer is no walk in the park, essentially with bigger trailers or campers. To allow Lightning owners to get the most out of the truck, the new trailer hitch assist from Ford Pro uses machine learning and computer vision to automate the process of backing up a trailer. Ford's new system works by using a rear camera and corner radars to align the truck's hitch to the trailer, while also controlling the truck's speed, steering, and braking at the same time to stop at the perfect position for up to 20 feet. The system's ultrasonic reverse parking aid will alert the driver if an obstacle gets in the way. Drivers can view the progress on the truck's display screen as it backs up. John Emmert, Ford Truck General Manager, explained how it can make life easier for work or for play, with less time spent trying to maneuver the truck into position, saying, Pro Trailer Assist is another smart solution to save time for the customers. Instead of struggling to hitch a trailer alone or with a spotter, customers can now get hitched more confidently and on their way to the lake or job site. Ford says the Pro Trailer Hitch Assist system was developed in-house with over 60 patents and will get better over time, with Ford power-up software updates. I know back in the day when I was turning a wrench and then I had to hook up the shop truck to a trailer to go pick up a client's car, I could have definitely benefited from that system a few times. Could have, it would have made my life a lot easier. So I'm sure there are people out there that are listening to this who probably in the beginning may have experienced that too. So comment down below. Let's hear your stories in the comment section. Or do you find it backing up and hooking up to a trailer a breeze and a no-brainer? I'm not perfect, so I'm going to admit it. Hey. So, yeah, there's that. So, yeah, comment down below what you guys think, and let me know on any of these stories. Be sure to hit that like button and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Until then, next time.